Okay, what's up? Welcome back to another video, welcome back to the channel. This is me right now. One would think it's early morning, but that same one would be mistaken because it's actually 2 p.m. I'm gonna be brutally honest and say that I literally was answering Instagram questions all morning. And so here I am. So we're gonna go get ready and then we're gonna go to the store and get some I was gonna say lunch food, but we all know it's gonna be a can of tuna, and then we'll make lunch. I need to reel it in. I'm a little bit delirious right now because I've been sitting down all day, but I'm so excited. Hang on. So I don't know if I really like this top with like the wash of the jeans, but for this month's order with fit jeans, I ordered these super cute, like wicked wide leg pants, and I got these last month, but this time I got it in a little bit of a darker wash and I sized down to an extra small, and they just are so cute to me. Like I just love, they're just like super baggy, and they're just like such a vibe and a half. Like I feel like little Sunflower Child Woodstock vibe, like just like super organic, and I love it. This is just so cute. For a lot of people. Firstly, before I continue, we're here at the grocery store because like I said, I'm getting tuna. Before we continue, I'm feeling kind of like flat today, and I didn't do my affirmations today. I didn't do gratitude this morning, so we might as well do this now and help feed each other good energy. So let's start with gratitude first because I'd like starting with that. I'm really thankful to be able to be filming with you guys today and being able to create a video for you guys. I'm thankful that the sun is out. It's in a super bluebird day, but it's still pretty sunny. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful that I can walk, that I have full mobility. I'm thankful that I'm in the financial position to be able to go buy food. I'm thankful that I have the house that I do to be able to go have a safe lunch, a peaceful lunch. I'm thankful for my peaceful mornings. I'm thankful to be living here in Utah. I'm thankful just to be me. I'm thankful to have my family, to have my friends, to have people that love me. I'm thankful for my relationship with myself, my relationship with my spirituality, and I'm thankful to be alive. I really am. And affirmations, I'm feeling emotional for some reason. What else is new? Affirmations, all right. This is great. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I am beautiful. I am lovable. I am enough. I am capable, I am strong, I am powerful, I am worthy, I am deserving. I trust that all is happening as it should, when it should, for my highest good. I trust in divine timing, I trust in my path. I am in touch with my intuition and I let it guide me confidently. I live as authentically as possible and feel free to express my authentic self. I free myself of judgment, of anxiety, of sadness, of overthinking, of the need to know. I let go, I surrender, I forgive. I let go of fear and live in love. I fall into the flow of life. Every cell of my body is charged with love, light, and abundance. I am the healthiest version of myself. I focus on the good in my life and focus on the lessons in all things. I am in alignment with my highest self and my highest life path. Alright guys, sorry, I don't know, I got a little bit emotional. I was kind of emotional like last night, and I think it just kind of came out. Sorry, just making sure this is actually recording. With that being said, I also just want to talk to you guys about my weekend because I had such a fun weekend. It was such an active weekend, which is like exactly how I love to live my life. I went rollerblading for the first time ever. It sounds so weird, but my friends are really into rollerblading, and I finally went with them, and there's like this pretty much like adventure center, for lack of a better term, where I live. Like there's an indoor and outdoor skate park. There's just a bunch of tramps and ramps and big jumps and stuff like that, and I tried to do like little 180s and stuff, and I did a front flip, and it just was so fun, and I'm so thankful for it. I'm thankful that I was able to go with them. Then I also went boating. I went wake surfing, which if you guys don't know, that's like one of my top passions. I absolutely love boating and wake surfing. It's like my favorite thing ever. And then I also went hiking with some people I actually knew from college who live out here. They were really great company, so I am very, very thankful for that. And now, like, talking about it, it's brightening up my mood again. I'm sorry I really got emotional. I hope they didn't make it weird. I want affirmations to be uplifting, but that's like the truth of it, you know what I mean? Like, I guess just like the fact that I got emotional showed how much that I actually needed them. And if you do feel the same way, like, don't underestimate the power of affirmations, because it's so easy when you're feeling down to be like, I don't feel like doing them, but it's so important to do them even when you still don't feel happy and positive and wanting to do them, because that's usually when you need them most. Let's go into the store. Also, I still haven't announced this vlog. Basically, I'm going to be explaining like how I classify if a workout is a good workout or not. And people have asked me this before, like how to know if it's an effective workout, because so many people think that if they're not sore, it's not an effective workout, or if they don't sweat a lot, it's not an effective workout, which is not freaking fracking true. So we're gonna dive into that in this juicy, not really juicy, but kind of juicy video. Okay. Of course, the essentials real quick. Really quick, let's like run through like what it means to have a good workout. First and foremost, I'm gonna preface, I have a lot of other videos on my channel in terms of like actual effective workout structure, like how I train my glutes for growth is a really good video to check out. How I built my body is a good one to check out, and also my full week of workouts videos. All great to get insight on like what's an effective workout. But for me, like I'm talking about when, you know, after you have a workout, you're like, damn, that was actually a really good session, or if you're like, it wasn't great. So first thing for me is if I feel like I've had like really good mind to muscle connections during the workout, and if I felt like I had really high quality contractions. So I feel like that's something that's just gonna come with time to be able to tell when that occurs as opposed to when it doesn't, if that makes sense. And my efforts to try to explain it, like some workouts I just don't feel like I had good contractions. Like I struggled to think about the muscle that I was working, and I feel like I didn't really have like a crazy good muscle like burn, if you will, or like I just didn't feel like I was honing in my contractions. I don't know how else to say it. I need tomatoes. Whoa, 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 whoa. We had some spillage, boys. And going with that, like another point would be how mentally I was in the workout. Sometimes I'm like not able to focus in the workout, which also again leads me to not having thorough contractions and not good mind to muscle connection. So if I'm like feeling really amped, whether just me feeling like really in the zone or really energetic and just high energy, and I feel really concentrated on my lift, that's like another like huge imperative component that I need in order to like feel like I had a really good session. All right, so I'm making my classic salad right now. I just have romaine lettuce, some broccoli slaw, which I feel like I wouldn't know what I'm saying if I didn't show you guys this, if I were you. So this is broccoli slaw. You get it in a package. It's kind of like coleslaw vibe-ish situation. Then I have cucumber, red onion, carrot, tomato, and then I'm gonna put in some of this pico, and also tuna, in case that's not obvious. And now I'm gonna dress it with olive oil, as always, some white balsamic vinegar, and normal balsamic vinegar, and then we shall do salt and garlic powder. You know how it be around here. That was kind of a lot of salt. Oops. That was kind of a lot of garlic powder. Oops. So our main protein source in here is the tuna, obviously. We have a lot of vegetables in here, so we have a lot of fiber. It's gonna be very filling, and those are gonna be all of our micronutrients. We have our healthy fats from the olive oil, and also this pico, because there's guac on the bottom of it. I guess I didn't say that. It's avocado and then like pico on top. And then I'm probably gonna I'm gonna slice up a watermelon here in a second, and probably gonna have some popcorners. I know it's like just a salad, but the textures in a salad to me are superb. It's my favorite part about a salad. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like my hair like this, but we ain't changing it right now. Continue with the conversation. Third indication to me that I'm having like a good workout is if I'm just feeling strong, right? Feeling powerful, being able to push more weight. If I'm able to be doing like either close to my heaviest weight that I've ever done, or setting PRs or personal bests and things like that, or if I'm able to do more reps or get in another set with that same amount of weight that I normally push. All of those signs are signs of progressive overload and of me getting stronger. And I just love that feeling of strength and empowerment in the gym. Fourth one is if I feel like I had a really balanced selection of exercises, if that makes sense. So for example, we'll talk about legs. If I feel like I chose exercises that are in like every plane of motion or like every movement pattern, and I feel like I hit my legs from all different angles and really hit all the different movement patterns, then I feel like I had a very efficient, well-rounded, effective workout. For example, I like to make sure I'm choosing exercises that are also in the vertical range of motion, the horizontal plane of motion, the lateral plane of motion, right? Doing like a lunge, a squat, a thrust variation, an abduction variation, all that sort of stuff like makes me feel like I'm having a very well-rounded, diversified workout to make sure I'm like hitting my legs in all areas that I want to and not neglecting any portion of it. We're back. I just got changed to go to the gym. I always get asked where the shirt is from. It literally is from Charlotte Russe. I don't even know if you're gonna remember that store. It's literally out of business now. I literally got this for a Halloween costume my sophomore year of college. And I wear it as a workout shirt now. And yeah. Then my sports bra is from Alfleet. I have deodorant marks. Then these biker shorts are also from Alfleet. I just kind of hiked them up a little bit. They are the Amplify Seamless biker short, my favorite thing of all time. So we're gonna go hit legs and I'm gonna film it for you guys because I feel like I haven't showed you just like a normal workout in a long time. So here we go. Don't you do it like that. How can people shake their butts? Also, you know how I was talking all smack earlier saying how I shredded the gnar rollerblading? Yeah, I didn't come out of there clean. Okay, this actually hurts so bad because it's like a bruise underneath the floor burn. Not a fun time. Also, can you see my knee? So yeah, lift fits, I'll talk. It was a struggle to get in there, to get out there on the rollerblading field, but you know, she still did it.
Little CC, let us slap with the bass.
We have arrived to the gym, and my last final little thing that I classify as having a good workout or not is if I like moved swiftly throughout the workout. Like sometimes I take too long just like resting and in between sets, and then I lollygag and then like I lose my mojo. So if I'm able to like move things quickly and effectively and like keep up the pace and the vibe and the tempo, it really helps to just like heighten up my lift, and I just feel like I get a better workout in general because it also helps to keep me more like mentally engaged in the whole thing. So yeah. That is that, but we're gonna go in and hit legs. I think today is going to be like a hamstring and glute focus day like normal. I am hitting it with my friend though, so I'll see if they wanna do total legs or not, but I hope you guys enjoy the workout and I hope you try it out. You guys, you are not ready for this absolutely brutal, beautifully intense, and high quality workout. This workout is really insane and I loved it so much and I'm so freaking stoked to share it with you guys. So first I started off with like my normal dynamic stretch and glute activation. If you want more in depth, you can go to my video about how I train my glutes or any of my week of workout videos. I will go through it in depth with you. But basically in terms of my glute activation, just grabbed a band. All of my bands are from Hope Fitness Gear. You could use code LIFTFIT20 to save 20% off your purchase. I love them. I've been using them for years, but I'll just do like different squat variations, kickbacks, donkey kicks, lateral lunges, side kicks, all of that good stuff, just to get warmed up and get my glutes ready before I go into my lift. You don't have to do this step if you would not like to, but for me, I find it really helps to make sure my glutes are warmed up so they fire more readily when I actually go into my lift. I just have always preferred it. I've been doing it for years, so I just stick with it. Then moving into the workout. So first, we of course started off with hip thrusts. So this is just my warm-up set here. First, I started off with a warm-up set of just one plate for about 8 reps. Then I added on a second plate for another warm-up for about 8 to 10 reps, and then I moved into my actual working set. Then I popped on a 35. Then for form, I essentially just roll the barbell over my lap. I make sure that the barbell pad is in the center of the bar and that the barbell pad is in the center of my hips to make sure I'm very stable when I come up. I scrunch my legs up towards my bum. I get my back on the bench and my elbows, and I get up on the bench by pushing up through my elbows and driving up through my heels, and then I just shimmy up onto the bench. Now in terms of active form, about the bottom of my shoulder blades are what is sitting on the bench. My elbows are completely up off the bench. They don't stay on there the whole time. I'm constantly looking forward straight ahead with my chin tucked to my chest. I have my feet positioned so that my knees are stacked right over my ankles, and I'm completely driving up through my heels. So I'm really trying to lock out as high and hard as I can with a nice big squeeze at the top to really create a tabletop at the top of the movement and essentially become parallel with the ground and create a 90-degree angle with my knees. So first we did this for 3 sets of 10, definitely with very challenging weight. And then this is where it got super freaking juicy. So for our 4th set, we decided to do a drop set. So a drop set is essentially where you're going to complete your normal set. So I did 10 more reps here. Then you're going to drop back down, take some weight off, and then essentially do a set right after that until pretty close till failure, if not to complete failure. This absolutely destroyed me. I had an insane mind to muscle connection, an insane pump, insane contraction. It just felt absolutely amazing, and I need to do this more often. So with a hip thrust, it's super important to make sure you're really concentrating on that squeeze at the top and not becoming shy of that really peak contraction at the top. You want to maximize your thrust at the top to really maximize your glute engagement and therefore glute growth. So as you can see, I did my 10 reps here. I come back down. We ditched off that 35-pound plate and just stuck with 2 45-pound plates. And then I came back up for a total of 12 more reps at that weight.
13.
I just showed you up.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like, I can, my butt is like,
On fire.
I just feel like I had a really good mind to muscle connection. Okay, now what?
So as you could tell, I was already really freaking feeling this workout. So then we moved into the hack squat. Love this one as well. Definitely a lot more than a normal back squat. So here I have a 45-pound plate with a 10 and a 5 as well on each side. To set up this movement, what you're essentially going to want to do is drive up through your legs to get some slack on the machine and pull those handles inward to unlock it, so then it will slide up and down. Then in terms of form, it's the very same foundational principles that I really always say essentially with every leg movement. I'm always constantly trying to make things the most glute focused that I can. That's just how I prefer to train in my personal fitness goal. So here I like to keep my feet higher than maybe some other people would, to the point where that when I come down at the bottom of that squat, my knee again is stacked over my ankles to then shift the weight onto my heels and just have better glute recruitment. And so then when I drive up through my heels, I really feel it a lot more in my glutes by having a higher stance. Along with that, my feet are about shoulder width apart or just past that, and my toes are just slightly pointed outward. Again, I do this because it helps me to feel it the most in my glutes. I really try to make sure I keep my core nice and tight to prevent any butt winking at the bottom of the move, or essentially having my tailbone kind of tuck under and create lower back pain.
See on the other side.
Then here was where it got freaking serious, and we did another stinking drop set. So we took off the 10 and the 5 and added on a 25 with those 45-pound plates on each side. And so here we, like I said, increased the weight, and then we essentially shot for how many that we could go. So here I got 9 reps, and then at the end of this, we popped off the 25s on each side, and then I went again and I got 15 reps, essentially just going until failure or pretty stinking close to failure. And I was absolutely destroyed after this, but it felt literally amazing. And it's so cool because when you first drop that weight, you feel so much more powerful. It just is amazing. So you guys definitely need to try this.
All right, guys, I'm interrupting the voiceover to let you know I don't ever really do drop sets, especially, well, I guess not like this, like the classic form. And we're doing them today. We did them on hip thrust and the hack squat, and I'm toasted. So this workout is gonna be like none other you've ever seen, but follow on this channel.
Then we went into these deficit reverse lunges. I've been obsessed with these. The range of motion, you guys, and just the depth in this movement is absolutely amazing. It's just so beautifully painful in all the best ways. I love it. So here we definitely went lighter. We only have a 25 on each side, and we did 3 sets of 8 here. We just were feeling really toasted, especially after that drop set on the hack squat. So here I just really tried to focus on form, getting a nice big range of motion, and just really having good mind to muscle connection. So here I love explaining how I do a lunge. So essentially same principles here. I always say to sink back and down into the lunge to really visualize kind of more of a diagonal range of motion back and down behind you. This allows you to, again, like I'm saying, sink into the lunge and shift the weight onto your heel and just have better glute recruitment. Again, I position my feet so that when I come down at the bottom of the lunge, my knee is stacked over my ankle and I have a 90-degree angle in my knee. Doing this also allows me to shift my weight onto my heel at the bottom of the move and drive up through my glute, as opposed to putting so much pressure on my knee and my quad. So again, if you have knee pain, this definitely will help you. You should be feeling this movement on that front leg, not the leg that is behind you. You want to be driving up with your front leg's heel and not your back leg's toe. I keep a nice tight core throughout the whole movement as well to minimize back pain, especially in your lower back. And I like to use a little bit of a slight forward torso lean to create a little bit more hip flexion, aka just more bend in the hip, to also recruit my glutes a little bit more and make it more glute focused as opposed to quad focused. Such an absolutely phenomenal exercise. Then we moved into more hamstring work. So we kind of decided to make this more of like an overall leg day instead of just quads and glutes, I'm sure, as you can tell now. So here, this is a glute cable pull through. This is great for your whole posterior chain. I've showed these plenty of times on my channel. Basically, I use the rope attachment. You're going to straddle the cable and you're going to walk out, and you want to pretend like there's a board strapped to your back. This is so important with this movement to minimize lower back pain specifically. So this is a hip hinging movement. So you're going to initiate the movement by hinging at your hips and pushing your hips backwards. This again will have me shift my weight onto my heels. As you can tell, my toes are light, right? You can slide a little piece of paper under there. As you can see, a lot of my pressure and my force is coming up through my heels to drive up through my hamstring and through my glutes, and having a nice big squeeze at the top by thrusting my hips forward. But again, I'm doing it in a mindful way. My tailbone is still tucked. My pelvis is tucked, so I'm not creating a ton of pressure on my lower back. I'm keeping a slight bend in my knee to protect my knees, but also to shift this to be a little bit more glute focused as opposed to hamstring focused. The straighter your leg is going to be, that's going to be more hamstring focused, and the more bend you have in the knee, the more glute focused it will be. So then I supersetted that with single leg stiff leg deadlifts, again to hit our posterior chain. I know a lot of people struggle with the form on this, so I'm going to do my best to kind of explain how I do it. So essentially I pick up the weights, I roll my shoulder blades back and down to really engage my back, my lats, and just have a really stable trunk. We want to pretend like there's a board strapped to our back, just like that previous movement we just did, because this is another hip hinging movement. So I kind of have my leg kick back behind me like a little kickstand, and I just keep it on my toe for balance, but the main focus here is that front leg, that is your working leg. So same cues as the pull through, you're going to initiate the movement by pushing your hips back. We're keeping a nice flat neutral spine as if there is a board strapped to it. By pushing our hips backwards, we are shifting the weight onto our heels, keeping our toes nice and light. We're having a bend in our knee to protect our knees, from stress, but also to make this more glute focused. We are driving up through that front leg's heel, through our hamstrings, through our glutes to pull us up out of this movement. Here, since it is a vertical plane of motion movement pattern, I like to keep more so constant tension, because locking out at the top and having a big squeeze there is just kind of a little bit redundant due to where the resistance lies in this movement, because at the very tippy top is when there's least tension. The most difficult part of this movement is at the bottom of the movement. So I like to keep constant tension, come up just shy of a full contraction. So as much as I absolutely loved this workout, I thought it was such a good one. I was so in it mentally, felt super strong, super empowered, had really good mind to muscle connection. We moved along really quickly. Everything was great. I really thought it was phenomenal. I would say that we definitely needed a lateral motion, an exercise in the lateral plane of motion for sure, to help to target our smaller muscles in our glutes. However, I will say, since we incorporated single leg work, this is going to target our abductors, those smaller glute muscles, for stabilization and whatnot, as well as having that kind of sumo-ish stance with the hack squat is going to target our adductors or our inner thighs. So I do still think we completely had a really well-rounded workout. Could have chosen one more at the end that had more of a focus in the lateral plane of motion, but overall, this workout was freaking insane, you guys. You need to try it. All right, guys, reporting live after that workout. That was like an insane workout. Like, it was all like simple, like staple movement patterns, but just doing those drop sets absolutely destroyed me, and it just was such a good workout. So I really hope you guys try it. But that's everything for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was fun for you guys and kind of a little bit insightful, because I know it's kind of sometimes people don't really know how to decipher like when something was a good workout or not. They think like if they didn't sweat or if they're not sore that it wasn't a good workout, which that is completely not true. I'm not sore every single time after I work out at all, and that's totally normal once your muscle fibers get used to that training stimulus and those movement patterns and all that stuff. So again, don't stress if you're not sore after every single workout. That's honestly a good thing. If you're super chronically sore for like days after your workout all the time, that's honestly a good sign that you're not eating enough, or you're not eating enough protein, or you're training just way too hard with too much intensity that your body just can't even recover quickly enough before your next session. So quick little spurge of info before I end the vlog, but I love you guys so much. I'm sending you so much love as always. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. We're so close to 30K, so thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I am so thankful for you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. So I hopefully will see you in the next one. Peace and love, baby.